Chase. Now here's Nate Villeneuve. There's Kieron Walton. On the season, 35 points for the former second-round draft pick for the Sudbury Wolves. 35 points in 24 games, which is just 8 off tying his career high. There's a chance. Odell sliding it across. Alex Ferrand tied up.
Ferrand was the goal scorer last night to get things going in Barrie. We'll see if he can kind of build off that momentum that he had going into the game last night.
Now up to 9 goals on the season is Ferrand. Yules goes to Delic. Delic 30 goals last year, just 4 on the season. Has been held without a point. Coach Delic in his last 3 games after putting one on the board in 7 straight. Here's Odell. Into the Barrie Colts.
He plays on an edge, and he just maneuvers the edge so perfectly, and he was so impressed by him, and he said he's going to be a player to watch definitely coming into the draft because his draft stock is going to rise.
Well, here comes Aitchison right on cue. Hemming trying to find it back to Aitchison. It is cleared down the ice.
Afraid to mix it up. He's not afraid to use his body, and he can score.
Well, Kieron Walton can as well around this man. Is able to shovel it on net. A penalty is coming to the Barrie Colts.
Made you think that there might have been a penalty shot. But what a play by Kieron Walton to keep his feet moving, and it's that big reach.
Biggest change year over year for Kieron Walton, in my opinion, strength.
Yes.
And the ability to, get that next step and beat players in a foot race is really taking his game to a next level. Sudbury Wolves on the power play. First man advantage of the game. There's a shot from DeAngelis. Riley Patterson will pick it up, send it to center ice. Beaudoin will clear it down as Krawchuk plays it. Nick DeAngelis carries it up for Sudbury, drops it back. Coach Delic with Kieron Walton. Some speed around the defender. Walton finds Delic. Delic, little head fake. Then goes back to Walton. That shot is blocked. DeAngelis trying to keep it in. He does. Sends it down to Ferrand. Backhands it. Walton out front. Could not hit Nathan Villeneuve.
Oftentimes we talk about when a player is 6'6", 216 pounds, you don't necessarily talk about the speed at which they skate, but Kieron Walton has that to his game.
That is what is going to make him successful at the next level for sure. Dallin Wakely on the penalty kill. These two teams are number 1 and 2 on the penalty kill. Barrie number 1, Sudbury number 2. DeAngelis with under 40 seconds on the man advantage. Not a whole lot going for the Sudbury Wolves, who are 10th on the power play. Dallin Wakely, you were talking about 104 points for North Bay last season. You can pick up a guy who scores 104. That's a deal. You take it all day, every day of the week. There's a shot down the ice. Krawchuk out to play it. Again, the Barrie Colts are the number 1 penalty kill team in the Ontario Hockey League. Wolves set up. Coach Delic. Colts killing off 85% of the power plays they face. Delic pushed into the boards. Ferrand back to the point. It's Villeneuve to DeAngelis. DeAngelis at the top. Goes to Delic. Steps in. Was looking for the shot, or Villeneuve on that right side. Villeneuve and Aki battling. Ferrand across to Walton. Turns and fires. Rebound. Villeneuve scores.
That power play. And you know what? This play really all starts and stems from Coach Delic's puck possession.
To play it. Carter Lowe sends it in, and Barrie will get some fresh legs. Here's Alex Ferrand. He's got some speed and room. Walton, he takes a shot. It's blocked and goes wide. Jackson sends it in. Coughlin has to go and clear the zone before re-entering. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first period. Pretty quick moving first period. Walton tries the backhand saucer pass to Coughlin, just out of his reach. Now here come the Colts. Pass Moore over the blue line, and Jackson stays with him. Wanda rips it around. Jackson will flip it, trying to get it to Ferrand. He does. Gets it to center ice into the Colt zone, and the Wolves will change way through a big hit on the rookie. Luca Blonda is feeling that one, I'm sure.
He did, and you know what? They just said that as I was reading the stuff for home ice with the Eastlink 3 stars, I just remembered that the 3 stars gift certificates are in my vehicle. I'm going to have to go get those.
It's a good place for them, sure. Forgot air quotes.
Hey, they're Starbucks gift cards.
That's
tonight.
what I was wondering. What's in them? We do have a penalty coming up. That's going to be a chokes up on the stick. Puck just kind of sitting there, and Aitchison will pick it up for the Barrie Colts. He'll send it down the ice. Jelsma putting the pressure on. Krawchuk kind of whacks it ahead to Coach Delic. Now Walton has it caught up right in front. Delic tips it. Rebic with a big save. Now Villeneuve backhand across. Walton to Ferrand. Back to Walton. Into the front. And another rebound. Ferrand goes just a little bit high on that. DeAngelis. He'll take a shot. Goes right into Wakely. Now Walton circles, gets it back to the point. DeAngelis moving the puck around. Back to DeAngelis from Delic. There's a shot. Kieron Walton rack up another.
Wow, that was a beautiful shot from Kieron Walton. I can't wait to see the replay on this one, just to see him fire it from over there. He doesn't miss too often, let me tell you. Great movement again by DeAngelis to Delic, back to DeAngelis, and right over to Kieron Walton, and he was ready the whole way. He was seeing shot the whole way, and makes another OHL team that they too can do this. So it's a great opportunity for them to see some OHL hockey when they're in the Nickel City.
Here's Walton with the steal. Delic on the tip, and that one was oh so close to a third goal for the Sudbury Wolves. Jelsma gets smushed up against the boards. Odell working against him.
You know, having worn a Sudbury Wolves jersey since he was here, but Nate Krawchuk really is making a case for himself that he is the #1 goaltender here in Sudbury. This is his crease.
Yeah, and deserves to keep it. There's a penalty going to be coming.
Yeah, 2 minutes for tripping is going to be the call for Kieron Walton. We're going to have a look at this one here.
Yep.
Yeah, can't really use the can opener.
So. And they have evened it up just like that. We've got a brand new hockey game.
You know, Dallin Wakely talked about just a couple things that they needed to tighten up coming into the second period. They've done that. They've tied up the game. They're out shooting the Wolves 15-11 at this point. Again, they've had a little bit more opportunity because they have been on the power
play at the start of the period. So Wolves trying to keep it in the Barrie Colts zone and shift that momentum back. Blonda will put it in deep. Ferrand with Walton. Sudbury led last night 3-0 before Barrie stormed back and won in overtime 4-3. Wolves led 2-0 in the first. It's now even.
For that. So let's see if they can do exactly that.
Around the boards. Pushed into the boards was Stewart as Walton hit him. Weigel avoids a hit from Walton. DeAngelis flipping it ahead, finds Walton onside. Fans on the shot, works out for him. Puts it on net, it pops up in the slot, drops down, and the Barrie Colts cannot clear the zone. Ferrand works to keep it in. Pass across ice, Bo Jelsma. He's got Patterson, steps into the slot. It hits the stick, goes over the net. Long pass from the corner down the ice, not enough for icing as Kieron Walton gives chase. Ferrand with the steal, waits till his teammates are onside. Behind the net, flipped out Delic, back to Ewells. He'll take a shot, it's tipped, it goes to Walton. Walton scores, Sudbury takes the lead.
Here's your silver platter. If you can connect on goals like that, man, that's exactly what the Sudbury Wolves needed right here. Kieron Walton had put in some hard work earlier in the shift and then gets rewarded handsomely right in front of the net. His stick is on the ice. He's ready to get that tip in.
Face-off won by Sudbury. Back to the point, DeAngelis. The Wolves have 2 power play goals. There's a shot. DeAngelis looking to pick a corner. DeAngelis has to jump in as Cole Baudouin almost stole it. On the pass from Nate Villeneuve. DeAngelis backpedaling, goes to Walton. Looking for the hat trick. Now Walton, with those 2 goals, has extended his point streak. It's now at 7 games. And over that 7-game stretch, he's got 16 points.
That's impressive.
That is how you make the team that drafted you very, very happy. Lead 3-2. Back to the point, DeAngelis. Now Kieron Walton, who has 2 goals in this game. Nice pass, here's a chance. Jelsma cannot get enough on it.
Good play by Gavin Ewells there too to get back across.
There's Jelsma looking for more. Ewells flips it up. Walton ahead to Delic. Delic chips it. Walton puts on the brakes into the body of Akey. And now here's Jelsma. Bow to bow. Dallin Wakely spun around. Gardner takes a hit. Behind the net, Jelsma. Brad Gardner. Now a big hit thrown by Eliason. Coach Adelic gets thrown into the back end of the Barrie Colts. But right now, the Sudbury Wolves without Chase Coughlin and the Colts without Kashawn Aitchison. Aitchison does have one of the 2 Barrie Colts goals. Aitchison, his 7th came from Patterson and Akey. Dallin Wakely's 10th came from Tiller and Gardner. And Walton's 16th gave the Sudbury Wolves the lead back in this period. 3 goals. 2:35 left to go. Walton held up against the boards and then is slow to go to the bench.
Where we are at, and that is a tie game. We are tied in shots even, 17 apiece for both clubs. A very interesting second period.
It has been, as the Barrie Colts have scored 3, Sudbury have scored 1 in this period. Bit of a sloppy play in Sudbury's own zone on that goal. Ferrand flips it ahead with 10 seconds left into the corner. Bertucci and Baudouin against him. Cross ice, McCoy takes a shot looking for the tip as Coach Adelic missed on that.
Too, with this upcoming NHL draft as well. Obviously they're going to lose a few guys with aging out, but an impressive lineup this season for this club.
It's the classic build-up of the Barrie Colts. They have 1 down year and then 3 strong ones. Passmore goes back to Akey. Very well-run organization, the Barrie Colts. Hemming gets it up. Weigel looking to give and go with Carter Lowe. Passmore steps in. Into the skates of Walton, goes right back to Passmore. Very much how the second period started. Barrie Colts putting the pressure on the Sudbury Wolves. Around behind the net, Hemming, Akey stepping in, moving, as a couple of Sudbury Wolves players go down to try to block the shot. Dropped off for Passmore. Blocked by Walton. Walton flips it ahead, Delic. Back to Walton. Across to Ferrand. Trying to center it towards the net. And on that backhand, didn't get much on it.
To have had their number all season long.
Passing around, centered, looking for Nate Villeneuve. Villeneuve and Ferrand chatting about that pass. The Sudbury Wolves were leading until the Barrie Colts scored with 35 seconds left in the second period. As you said, Amanda, big opportunity for the Sudbury Wolves, who are 2 for 4 on the man advantage, to get another. In fact, both teams are 2 for 4 on the power play. Cross ice pass, Delic looking for the tip. Villeneuve actually went right into his body. Good opportunity for Sudbury there.
You know, Villeneuve said he can't instigate, right? He's out, so he's out of fights. That doesn't mean he's not going to try and egg somebody on, though. And that's exactly what he was doing on that last play.
Turnover by the Sudbury Wolves. Wakely now has the Colts out of position as he gave it away in the Sudbury Wolves zone. Walton and Villeneuve with Ferrand on that right side. McCoy back at the point to Delic. Delic cross ice to Kieron Walton. Back to McCoy. He'll take a slapper. Barrie zone. There's a chance as DiGiamatasso backhanded the pass out front to Nate Villeneuve. So 2 really good chances for both sides. Coming after we sorted that out. 13:30 left to go in period number 3. Still tied 3-3. Delic. It's pushed off the puck. Akey backhand. Weigel with some speed. Stops. Akey takes a shot. That goes wide with Lowe on the doorstep. Nolan Jackson. And Ferrand trying to get it out of the corner. It's stuck there.
As they kind of work it out of the corner, one thing that I've noticed this season in particular about Krawczyk's game is that because he's more confident in playing, you know, defending his crease more, he gets run a lot more than he has in season past. So he looked a little bit banged up on that last play. Slow to get up.
I'll look sharp on that one with the blocker save and then a glove save. It was close.
It was close.
It was very close, and I don't know if it was more so, you know, size difference.
He is a big guy.
But nonetheless, Sudbury Wolves on the man advantage. Their 6th of the game. They are 2 for 5. Cleared out. The Barrie Colts, again, number 1 on the penalty kill. You heard Nate Villeneuve talk in that second intermission that the penalty or the power play is clicking for them. So they got the confidence. Can they get that 4th goal to give them the lead? Coach Delic at the point. He's out with DeAngelis. DeAngelis across to Walton looking for the one-timer. Alex Ferrand in the slot. Missed on that one. Here's Walton, takes the shot. So face-off stays in the Colt zone. Walton jumps over his man, gets it back to the point. Delic head up, pass across. There's a shot. Back to the point, DeAngelis keeps it in. Works it with Delic. It's loose, Ferrand chipping at it. Delic and Ferrand keep it in the zone. Delic now head up. Tight window, has a couple Colts on him. And now the Colts have an opportunity. It's a 2-on-1. Wakely has Jelsma, and Ferrand gets back and makes a nice defensive play. Nate Villeneuve goes sliding into the boards. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Ferrand given some room. keeps going, looks for the pass. What a nice play there by Walton, Delic, and Hrebic. And Hudson Chitteroni, 4th on the season, 4th of the game for the Sudbury Wolves. It is a 1-goal lead with under 10 to play, under 9 to play. And the Barrie Colts won in overtime 4-3 last night. Can the Sudbury Wolves hold on in regulation? That one goes off the boards, goes all the way down the ice on to, I mean, your first year in the OHL, first full year in the OHL, and you get an opportunity.
This has been one of the funnest series to watch, though, this
Yes.
season. The rivalry between these two hockey clubs is really built up. And, you know, as a fan of the game, you can't help but love these types of series.
It is interesting they haven't played the Steelheads yet in their own division, so we're going to see a lot of the Steelheads later on. Cole Beaudoin cutting to the net. And Krawchuk used the paddle to turn that aside and clear it away. Bertucci trying to go down to Beaudoin. He had the tying goal in the second period, his 11th of the season. He's the leading scorer for this Barrie Colts team. On the back end there, Coach Adelic takes a tumble, knocked down. Walton will flip it into the zone, and they'll get approaching the 5-minute mark. 5:35 left to go in period number 3. We will keep an eye on Hrebic in net for the Barrie Colts as the Colts try to get this one even. Here's Walton with a nice move between his legs. Cannot get the backhand shot on net. Coach Adelic giving chase. Gardner was going off on a change. Hemming spins. There's Akey looking for a long pass. Knocked down. Coach Adelic turns, fires right into the body of Durbidge. Walton now to Ferrand behind the net of the Barrie Colts. Ferrand down to Delic, keeping it in the Barrie Colts zone. Knocked down with a high stick. Barrie is able to touch it. They'll throw it into the Wolves zone and get some fresh legs on. Now here's Stewart. Bodie Stewart over the blue line. Backhands it out front. And Alex Ferrand chips it. Tiller and Akey on the back end. All the way down the ice, Krawchuk comes out to play it, leaves it for DeAngelis. Gavin Ewells in his skates, hits it off the boards to center ice. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Tiller to Akey. Now to Hemming. Hemming, Jelsma. The Wolves continue to pick up the puck though, and it's going to go down the ice, so Hrebic cannot leave the. Bertucci picks it up for Barrie, leaves it for Beaudoin. Kieron Walton reaches, takes a shot, open net, just missed it. Final minute here in Sudbury. Wakely to Jelsma, stopped at the blue line. Walton reaching for it. McCoy, he'll flip it ahead. He's got Villeneuve, open cage. Villeneuve trying to feed it across to Ferrand. Wakely with the Wolves out of position. Bertucci, backhand out front. McCoy down. That one either hit McCoy or Krawchuk all the way down the ice, and Villeneuve gets to it first, looking for the wraparound. Walton, hat-trick, stick breaks. Ferrand scores, seals it for the Sudbury Wolves.
Man, Kieron Walton can't catch a break on that last one. He can't get the hat-trick, but he won't care because this is a team effort and a team win. Alex Barrie is it, my goodness.
Tough break, literally.
Literally.
Watch this. Going for the hat trick, empty net. You know his heart was pounding. He was like, yes, it's going to happen. The hats were ready to fly, and the stick snaps.
They're giving him some hugs down there right now.